The ground was failing them, quietly, invisibly, and no one knew why. In the early 1700s, England's countryside looked calm, even prosperous, but beneath the green fields the soil was dying. Harvests shrank. Bread grew expensive. Families felt a creeping fear every time they walked their land, wondering if this year would be the one it finally gave up. For generations, farmers had followed the same rhythm: plant wheat, harvest wheat, plant wheat again. It felt natural, it felt safe, and it was slowly starving the earth. Then something strange began to happen in Norfolk. Farmers there noticed fields behaving differently. One year wheat, the next, turnips, then barley, then clover. It looked chaotic, almost reckless, breaking tradition in a world where tradition meant survival. Neighbors whispered. Elders shook their heads. You don't gamble with food, but the soil responded. Turnips pushed roots deep into exhausted ground, breaking it open, letting air return. Clover followed, quietly pulling nitrogen from the sky and feeding it back into the earth. Barley thrived where wheat once struggled, and when wheat returned, it stood taller, heavier, alive again. This wasn't luck. It was pattern. As seasons passed, yields rose instead of falling. Livestock survived winter thanks to turnips stored underground. Manure returned to the fields, closing a loop no one had seen before. For the first time, farming wasn't just habit, it was strategy. Here's the revelation that changed everything. The land didn't need rest, it needed balance. This four-step cycle, wheat, turnips, barley, clover, became known as the Norfolk rotation. It turned farming into an experiment, one that could be observed, repeated, improved. The soil was no longer a mystery cursed by fate. It was a system that could be understood. And the impact was explosive. Food became more reliable. Populations grew. Cities expanded. The surplus fed workers who would soon leave the fields for factories, powering the Industrial Revolution itself. Quietly, without machines or smoke, agriculture had shifted from tradition to science. Standing in those fields, watching crops rotate like gears in a vast living machine, farmers realized something profound. Nature wasn't something to fight. It was something to work with, if you paid attention. That insight still feeds the world today. If this story changed how you see the ground beneath your feet, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment with what surprised you most. Your support helps this channel grow, one story at a time.